for the great things He has done always. Um, like I was saying, that rejection is a tool, is a weapon in the hand of Satan. But a good weapon in the hands of God. If people who rejected you yesterday knew where you were going and what you were going to become, they wouldn't have rejected you. People who saw you yesterday and misjudged you based on who you were, based on how much money you had, based on what kind of job you were doing, based on how you looked like, based on your size, physical appearance. If they knew where you were going or what God calls you or where God was taking you, they wouldn't have rejected you. They would have embraced you. Because only God has the idea of where a person is going. An example is Joseph, who had been rejected by his own brothers. They rejected him. They sold him. But they had no idea that the person Joseph they were saying was going to be a prime minister in a foreign land and was going to be a blessing to them. The same applies to the people who rejected Jesus. They didn't know that Jesus was actually going to be a king of kings. They celebrated when Jesus was on the cross. They celebrated when Jesus was dead and when Jesus was buried. They had no idea that Jesus was actually going to resurrect again and be the King of Kings. So people who reject you, who rejected you, who forsook you, who abandoned you, they had no idea of where you were going and what God had called you to be. And they had no idea. If they had the idea, they wouldn't have done what they did to you. Always embrace God. Always thank God. When moments like those, situations like those, I mean the situations of rejection, I mean the situations of name calling, persecution, abandonment, come your way. Because God uses such kind of moments to lift up His own people. Remember, it is written in the Bible that only God lifts the poor from dust and sets them to sit with kings. That's what exactly God does. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter who you are today. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. It doesn't matter what you've been through. What matters most to God is where you are going, where He's taking you, what He is seeing in you. That's what matters to God. Not what people say, not the opinions of people, but the opinion of God matters in your destiny. And when you understand that, the blessing of God upon your life is not too big. Don't give up because people have said this and that. Don't give up because people have done this and this. Don't give up because